I didn't really know what ADHD was, and I certainly didn't think it was me. I was quite a happy, good child. I did quite well at school. The only comment that probably comes up regularly is I was very chatty. Probably my defining thing I remember from primary school and high school is a real feeling of shame that was inside me, and anxiety and low self-esteem and low self-worth and low self-efficacy were really big things in my life that I couldn't explain and didn't understand. Our eldest child, our son, has an ADHD diagnosis. I suppose I always felt that there was something amiss with his behaviour, but after his diagnosis I sort of thought, oh goodness, that sounds like me.
So across the lifespan, ADHD symptoms might change in severity. This is particularly the case for women because women tend to go under the radar earlier on. There's differences in the way girls and boys develop, which mean the symptoms will look a little different for girls.
I suppose it wasn't until I had kids and that load and that work really started to pile on. I didn't really realise that I couldn't engage with my children how I wanted to. So I can sit and play a card game with my children and genuinely enjoy it now, and I would not have been able to do that.
Another really significant time is parenthood. You're sleep deprived, which impacts symptoms and makes them more severe. Plus you've got this 24/7 role, which is quite repetitive and mundane. The thing we do know with the ADHD brain is it operates a lot better working with something that is interesting or novel. And currently we've got about 10% of Australian adults with ADHD actually having a diagnosis and accessing treatment. So there's a lot more parents out there with undiagnosed ADHD.
So that was really confronting for me to start to accept that I would need to take medication. And so a lot of my anxiety, a lot of my issues is just this brain and this chaotic swirl that I can't manage. So the medication eases all that.
Where most people will get to is this place of acceptance where they actually are totally forgiving of themselves, fine with how things are.
There are many strengths that come with that sort of way of operating. I think there's a sort of bravery that comes for people who have ADHD. There are so many difficulties, but it's important to realise that for me, it's extraordinary what it's done for my life.